We talk to Christy Gustafson-Barletti from the Times-Union and TimesUnion.com every Thursday morning. And we had a light, fluffy Olympic topic set and ready to roll. And then, of course, all of that changed when everything unfolded yesterday down in Florida with the high school shooting. And we were kind of thinking, all right, well, we'll have Christy on. What are we going to discuss? And then you just posed something on Facebook that has garnered hundreds of reactions. And I think it's a common thread and a common theme of what a lot of people are thinking this morning. And that's what we'll talk about with Christy. First of all, good morning, Christy, and thanks for being on with us this morning.
Good morning.
So you basically posed a question or a thought.
And I had obviously a lot of thoughts as I'm watching the news unfold, around 3:30 yesterday, and I'm thinking, I'm watching what other people are saying and thinking, what is my primary feeling is just I'm scared. And I posted basically, how do I possibly keep from feeling scared each day my kids at school?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not kidding. Within 10 seconds of hitting post, there were comments, there were reactions, and people were just like, yes, this is what I'm thinking, this is what I'm feeling. And obviously people also offered suggestions of how to feel a little less frightened or a little bit more comforted. But it was amazing the number of people, parents and people who aren't parents, who really felt like that resonated with them, that idea resonated.
Yeah, and I think, Christy, I didn't see your post, but that's all Jen and I were talking about yesterday, too.
And Jen was one of the first people to comment.
Yeah, because we did. That's the first thing she brought up with me. Okay, what do we do? How do we protect him from this now? What can we do to make sure that he's as safe as possible? And I think everybody was thinking that same thing.
I think everybody was thinking it, but nobody, there's no tangible solution.
No, there isn't.
Isn't that one of the most frustrating things as a parent?
Yeah.
Well, and it's funny, several people came on and said, well, homeschool, that's what I want to do. I feel that that's the answer. But then other people pointed out with, okay, so you protect them there, but then there's so many other places, and whether other places that these things happen, not that they're going to happen, but that they have happened.
Right.
And then so I think the greater question is just, how do you keep from almost feeling scared all the time anywhere that your kids are?
Yeah.
Because there's this feeling, and then there's even this desensitization that people talked about. Several people whose kids are a little older, I would say, in the middle school, early middle school, even high school age, said, my kids just shrug their shoulders. Or they're like, yeah, another day, another school shooting.
Really?
And some definitely talked about their children being scared,
obviously. Are you surprised
obviously,
by that?
Yeah,
Why are you surprised by that?
At 9 and 10 years old, yeah,
but that's all that they know.
I know, but
keep in mind, we didn't live in an era 25 years ago when Columbine happened. That was the first thing that we've ever experienced. Chrissy, this is happening 2-3 times a year. Maybe not to this magnitude.
It's more than that. It's more than just being desensitized to all the shootings. It's being desensitized to all what you're seeing.
Just violence in general.
Yeah, violence in general, I think, is the bigger umbrella, not just the school shooting. So that does surprise me a little bit. I thought, middle school, 9 and 10 years old, that's just sad.
Christy, did anybody offer any kind of solutions, or is it did it go back and forth between gun law?
I was going to say, other than obviously the political arguing, which really we're not going to get into, but there was a lot of that. But then some people said, which I thought was a really good point, about the idea that you trust the schools and you trust the teachers and you trust that they've practiced for this, unfortunately. I know my daughter's school has. And you trust that those teachers are there to just protect your kids like they're your own, or excuse me, like those children are their own.
Yeah. And they do.
They
do feel that way.
There was a reader, he direct messaged me, and he's like, every day I think about this, and every day I think about what we're supposed to do. He's like, and then I think about what I would really do. He's like, I'd lock all the kids in the bathroom, or I'd be throwing them out the window one by one, and then I would follow them.
They are their priority.
First thing he would do would be help those kids.
So we were just you just sent your kid off to school. Are you fearful today?
Fearful every day. It's funny. The day before this happened, I actually dropped her off, and I just had a bad feeling the day before that for no reason. I don't know. I think about it periodically because how can you not?
Yeah.
And I do. I think her school's wonderful. I trust her school. I know they have security measures in place, but every school has security measures in place, and security measures sometimes there's loopholes and they get broken.
Christy, thank you very much. We appreciate it.
All right, bye guys.
All right, thanks.